I think that was myth number 3. Networking and server jobs are low-paying jobs. But these are extremely...
It's highly paid.
These are highly paid jobs because there are careers, there are services, and there are industries dependent on it. The way that we are functioning today, it is only because of these Red Hat engineers and Cisco networkers who are working for us around the clock, and they are making the transaction happen for us. Alright. So, hello, hi, welcome back to the Aaron Thinker Show. This is Akshay Nagarkar, socially aka the Aaron Thinker. I am son to a lovely couple, brother to Smarty Pants, and man Hima Mandapur. I am a trucker, traveler, voice moderator, growth hacker turned into a serial entrepreneur. Today we are hosting the Aaron Thinker Show, episode 2. This episode is about career in servers, and networking. And with us today we have our guest on the show, Ms. Kavita Patil ma'am. She has a list of Red Hat certificates on her LinkedIn profile. She is director of Top IT Academy. She has developed her career as a Linux server administrator. I will not say more. I'll ask her to contribute towards it. Taking the show back to you, ma'am. Hi, Kavita ma'am. How are you?
Hi. Good.
आपका इंटरेस्ट कैसे आया लिनक्स सर्वर में और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में?
Actually, मैंने स्टार्ट किया कंपनीज में, लाइक आई एम द टेक्निकल हेड ऑफ सम आईटी कंपनीज. इन दैट वहाँ पे जब वेब होस्टिंग होती है, बहुत सारे लोगों के डेडिकेटेड सर्वर्स जब डिप्लॉय होते हैं अपने इस पे, तब वी कैन एनालाइज की सिक्योरिटी बहुत हाई है. ओके, एंड देन आई मेरा नॉलेज थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट बढ़ने लगा कि एक लिनक्स एक कमांड बेस्ड ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है. मोस्ट द ब्यूटी इज कि उसको इजीली कोई ओपन नहीं कर सकता. जो सिक्योरिटी मींस लाइक अभी देखो अपने घर पे अगर विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, अपने घर में कोई भी हो तो इजीली एक्सेस कर सकता है. बट इफ यू आर यूजिंग अ डेली लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, देयर नोबडी कैन एक्सेस इजीली until unless he is a professional operating like administrator or engineer. So that the beauty and हर एक चीज अपने लेवल पे सिक्योरिटी है. अपनी चीजें हम जितना डेडिकेटेड थे काम है अपना, उतने हाई लेवल पे सिक्योरिटी. जब मैंने ये एनालाइज किया कंपनी में, जब बहुत सारे ऐसे सर्वर्स है जो बैंक्स, मेनली द बैंक्स इज इन डिप्लॉय ऑन अ लिनक्स सर्वर, तो हम थिंक कर सकते हैं कि वो सर्वर कितना मार्केट में ट्रेंडिंग है, उसके अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत हाईली है. और नथिंग लाइक मैं आज सिर्फ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ये बात नहीं करूंगी. ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के आगे भी जाके इफ यू आर थिंक अबाउट इट, लाइक ओपन शिफ्ट जैसे टेक्नोलॉजीज है, ओपन स्टैक है, सो स्टोरेज सर्वर्स है, ओपन शिफ्ट है, तो ये सारे जो लेयर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजीज है, क्लाउड आप बहुत 10 years back we are seeing कि क्लाउड, तो ये सारी चीजें कहाँ, तो ये सारे लिनक्स पे डिप्लॉय होते हैं. तो
आपने कौन से साल में शुरू किया पढ़ना लिनक्स का? Which year did you start?
Actually, I was started 2009. First of all, जब मैंने 2009 में मैंने Red Hat version 5 का सर्टिफिकेशन किया था. उसके बाद I have started my journey. Now I am Red Hat certified architect level. Okay, and 8 वर्जन चल रहा है, तो हर एक वर्जन के फ्लेवर्स मैंने देखे हैं, हर एक. और बीइंग एन वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, और अभी जब मैं एक ट्रेनिंग सेंटर चला रही हूँ, तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं खुद पहले उसमें नॉलेज ग्रैब करूँ, ताकि मेरे जो स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे, देन आई विल इजी टू डिप्लॉय एंड इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड, इजी टू टीच देम कि हाउ द ब्यूटी इज इन देयर, इट्स लाइक आवर Red Hat operating Linux operating system and their services. So that's why I did myself.
That you do you think women can and are can be a part of this universe wherein the server and networks are required?
Yes, actually, Akshay sir, आज बताइए वुमन कहाँ पे नहीं है? Woman is everywhere. Right. Okay, she is a pilot and everything, so why not in server and Linux and networking? Yes, I do understand. बहुत सारे लोग आज मेरे इतने करियर में, बहुत सारे most of the female candidates was asking कि मेरे लिए नेटवर्किंग अच्छा रहेगा क्या? So I said definitely, why not? I have a did work. There is nothing any breach or कोई ऐसा hurdle नहीं है कि आप as a being a female person and you cannot choose that track.
I think the most of the times they get questions is कि night shifts रहेंगे, वीकेंड पे काम करना पड़ेगा, साइट पे जाके काम करना पड़ेगा क्या? एंड आई थिंक दोज आर द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच मोस्टली are coming from all genders.
Yes. It's a depend on work to work or company to company and their work requirements. So nothing like that. Everywhere you need to go or every time you need to be travel. It's a depend on your work criteria or work description.
What are the realities and what are the pains of this career? What are the pain in this career? क्या दर्द होता है इस career में? Reality में क्या है? Ground reality पे?
Yes, यहाँ पे एक्चुअली पेन ऐसा अच्छा मुझे कुछ लगता नहीं है. पर्सनली मुझे कभी पेन लगा नहीं इस वर्क के लिए. आई एम एवरी माय वर्क थ्रू आई एम एंजॉयिंग दिस वर्क एंड द नेटवर्किंग एंड बहुत लोगों को मैं इंस्पायर करती हूँ कि यू आर कमिंग टू द लिनक्स एंड रेड हैट, बेसिकली रेड हैट लिनक्स एंड नेटवर्किंग, बिकॉज देयर इज अ जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, द करियर ओपनिंग्स, यूर करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज यूज. बहुत सारे ऐसे डोमेन है जहाँ पे अभी तक प्रोफेशनल्स मिलते नहीं है मार्केट में, जहाँ पे ट्रेंड स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है. तो मैं बच्चों को बोलती हूँ कि if you come into the explore the advanced technology, like in the college itself you can explore the things. तो आपको ऐसा as such pain ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगी मैं, but आपको opportunities बहुत अच्छे मिलेंगे. Where is the male person or female person? Anyone.
Who is this career not for? ये career किसके लिए नहीं बना? आपको क्या लगता है कि यार ऐसा टाइप का कोई अगर आता है या आती है उसके लिए ये career नहीं है, ये career कुछ selective लोगों के लिए है या फिर You tell us, you enlighten us more.
Yes. Actually मैं अभी बताना ये भी चाहती हूँ, आपने एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा ये, क्योंकि बहुत सारे ऐसे डोमेन हैं जहाँ पे देखो आप बोलते हैं कि आप अगर if you are not in IT background तो आपको ये कोर्स सूट नहीं करेगा, तो हम सजेस्ट करते हैं. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द आप जैसे बोला हम भी करियर गाइडेंस बहुत सारे लोगों को देना पड़ता है. सो द ब्यूटी इज इन दिस सर्वर नेटवर्किंग एंड लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कि आपको ऐसा कुछ क्राइटेरिया नहीं है जहाँ पे हम बोल रहे हैं सबके स्टूडेंट्स को आप मत आओ, बिकॉज दिस डोमेन टू ओपन फॉर ऑल द इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट लाइक IT कौन तो इट्स ओके, इट्स लाइक दे आर ऑलवेज वेलकम. बट आप अगर बोलोगे कि मैकेनिकल बैकग्राउंड है, इलेक्ट्रिकल बैकग्राउंड है, ENTC बैकग्राउंड है, और इफ यू आर इनटू द सिविल आल्सो, और आपको अगर अपॉर्चुनिटीज एक्सप्लोर करनी है इन IT, यू ऑलवेज वेलकम इन लिनक्स एंड नेटवर्किंग.
ऐसी क्या स्किल्स होनी चाहिए एक लिनक्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर में जो उसको सक्सेसफुल बनाता है और बाकी लिनक्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स को थोड़ा कम सक्सेसफुल बनाता है? अच्छे लिनक्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स के स्किल्स क्या होते हैं?
Actually, Linux administrator means I will more of the talking about today's our agenda is Red Hat Linux, because Red Hat Linux की beauty ही यही है कि तुम other Linux administrator के more than 10% you will hire. Because why? Because they have a own kind of setup, kind of syllabus and kind of administration and engineer level of study material or the courses designed where the student get a job. Normally बाकी की जो Linux administrator है उनसे definitely 10-20% hike in Red Hat Linux administrator को मिलता है. That I will do. And एक अच्छा administrator बनने के लिए आपको उस जो भी it's like the first where we teach Red Hat certified administrator, that you need to be understand very thoroughly. वो कोर्स means like वो हम ऐसे डिजाइन की वो डिजाइन ऐसा कोर्स है by Red Hat. वहाँ पे अगर आपको कोई भी कुछ भी नहीं आता है, there is no any first of all there is no any capabilities of your languages, your anything. Means like that course was designed for the poor person. There is means like आप बोलोगे कि अक्षय सर मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता, मुझे लिनक्स करना है. I will definitely teach you.
So it's made for dummies. जिनको nothing is there. अगर मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता है, मैं खाली माइंड से सर्वर में जाना चाहता हूँ और उसके एप्लीकेशन आज बहुत सारे मार्केट में. पैंडेमिक में आज हम और आप बात कर पा रहे हैं वर्चुअली. This is because of servers and network engineers who are working on site, on field. जिन्होंने पूरा इंफ्रा हमारे लिए बनाया है. Today we can make payments. It is because of that. Tomorrow we can order stuff from food delivery apps. It is because of the servers and the network which is live in the market. And it's a very significant work of job that we do. That's absolutely beautiful. What are few myths in the career? अगर आपको पूछा जाए कि लोगों के कुछ थॉट्स है इस करियर को लेकर, कुछ मिथ है, कुछ भ्रम है इस करियर को लेकर, तो ऐसे कौन से भ्रम है इन करियर को लेकर और ग्राउंड रियलिटी क्या है?
सबसे पहला भ्रम यही है जो आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा, लड़कियां इस डोमेन में नहीं आ सकती. That was means like ये सबसे बड़ा myth है इस डोमेन में. So definitely not. Every woman, every female person can explore this, because this is not a job like you can go and open the firing और कुछ करना है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. As today everything is deployed on software, so you need to be managed on with the software, like how you do other operating system, like other services or other software courses, like that we have a job. So सबसे बड़ा ये myth है. तो मैं सब लेडीज को स्पेशली मैं कॉल करूंगी इसमें कि don't think कि नेटवर्किंग मेरे लिए नहीं बना. Yes, you can do it because networking is.
And you coming from a family background, आप एक घर चला रहे हो, आप एक कंपनी चला रहे हो, और आप सर्वर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हो. सो जिनका तो सिर्फ अभी शुरू हुआ, ग्रेजुएशन के बाहर निकले, उनको तो कोई बहाना होना ही नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं, कोई नहीं. You ulta, if you have more, more opportunities in your career bucket, because you have a huge career opportunities in that. So there is a not like that कि मैं एक lady होके मैं networking में नहीं आ सकती, ये मैं कभी भी नहीं मानूंगी.
So that is myth number one, guys. So myth number one is busted by Kavita Patel ma'am is that networking and server administration and server engineer jobs are not made only for men. These jobs are made for everybody. And everybody can learn these jobs. Everybody can become a participant, and they can see to this as a full-time settlement career. It is not a short period of jobs. That was, I think, myth number two. कि लोग server और networking jobs को L1, L2, L3 levels को सिर्फ एक temporary job करके देखते हैं. What are your thoughts about it?
No, nothing like that. Because मैंने मेरे करियर में मेरे जो स्टूडेंट्स थे या तो मेरे जो कलीग्स थे, जो फ्रेशर्स थे, जो बहुत हमारे आगे जा चुके हैं. Why? Because there is no any L1, L2, L3 or traditional criteria. अगर if you have more knowledge of that particular job profile, you will grab anything nowadays. अक्षय सर पहले कैसा था कि if you are a particular 2 years 3 years experience in that, then you will get a next level. But nowadays कंपनियों में profiles टेक्नोलॉजी उतने हाई ट्रेंडिंग आ रहे हैं. अगर वो टेक्नोलॉजी वो नॉलेज अगर अपने फ्रेशर स्टूडेंट का हो, तो आपको जो 5-6 years के एक्सपीरियंस बंदे को पैकेज है वो आपको मिल सकता है. So there is no any L1, L2 or L3 or some years you need to. Yes, definitely. Whenever you grow your experiences, you will grow your career.
I think that was myth number 3. Networking and server jobs are low-paying jobs. But these are actually
highly paid.
These are highly paid jobs because there are careers, there are services, and there are industries dependent on it. The way that we are functioning today, it is only because of these Red Hat engineers and Cisco networkers who are working for us around the clock, and they are making the transaction happen for us. So that's it, guys. We have 3 myths that are busted by Kavita Patel ma'am. Number 1, that females are not supposed to work in service industry. This is server engineering, networking industries. But she has proved that not only women can work, but they can also run a business, they can also run a household, they can also be a mother, they can also be great in everything, and also be a good server administrator and server leader. That itself should be a motivation and inspiration to all of us across the world. Then myth number 2 was these jobs are being looked as temporary jobs, but no, myth busted was that people be in the career for more than 10 to 15 years and they have a very settled life with constant increments in their salaries and with everything that they would need to find in a job. Myth number 3, which was busted by Kavita Patel, was that these jobs are low-paying jobs. So no, these jobs are not low-paying jobs. In fact, her claims are these are one of the highest paying jobs. The reason being that servers and networks are making sure that the transaction is alive. Servers and networks are making sure that their people are connected. Facebook, Instagram, the entire digital marketing, the entire social marketing, cryptocurrencies, everything that is going into the market right now is developed because of servers and networks working together in simple. And people who are making it work are server engineers and networking. That's all. The myths that we have busted on our show, the Aran Thinker Show. If you have any other myths that you find that be relevant, please feel free to drop them in the comment box. And I think Kavita ma'am would be very happy to resolve your queries further. Now, the next segment that we go into is a lot of people get highly motivated and start doing these courses or start self-learning or start continuing and doing this. But it's a harsh reality that people feel. So, what do you think would be the top reasons of failure in Linux, Red Hat Linux administration? क्या वजह होती है लोगों को फेल होने की?
First of all, the interest. Second, the consistency, and third is the lack of confidence. I thought these
interest, consistency, and confidence are the 3 keys which a person must have if they want to clear the Red Hat examinations. If they really want to build their careers into it.
And one more thing here, Akshay sir, I want to add. The Red Hat Linux, whatever the global certification examination, is not an MCQ type of, because this is the first I think so examination where you can do the examination in real environment. So this is the most challenging situation you need to be.
So this exam is not just picking up कि answer A रहेगा, B रहेगा, C. This is real life. You sitting in front of a computer, you sitting in front of a universe, you sitting in front of an environment of a real company, real servers, and you are trying to build and pass the exams. Hence, this exam becomes difficult. So unless you are not confident about the decisions that you will be taking, you are not consistent in learning, practicing, and multiplying, and you do not have a core passionate interest into doing this, that would be a problem. So one more thing which I wanted to add, we will be moving forward to Director of Profile Sketch, Mr. Amay Dharashankar, who gave us a psychometric evaluation feedback from them. So once we go there, we'll again come back and again we'll have the discussion further.
about what skills they require, what abilities they require, and what are the day-to-day life of a Linux admin.
And Thinker Show, Amay sir. This is the time when we will understand if this career is for the students, and we'll do it scientifically. Hi, Amay sir.
Tell
How
me.
are you?
I'm doing good. Tell me how things are at your end.
Oh, the pandemic is still on, so not pretty well. On the show again today. Today we are trying to understand what are the scientific skills, abilities, and interests which are required for a student who wants to pursue a career in server administration or network administration.
Okay. So, sure. I hope that the first part of the video I have covered a lot about technicalities and what exactly the task in a hand would be, or probably what kind of impact a daily life of the person will have because of these specific domain or the expertise which we are talking about. Correct?
Right.
Okay. So, in a simpler language, in a way how I understand this is server administrator is a person who is responsible for handling a majority of the backend in IT and ITES industry. In fact, nowadays, let it be a manufacturing, let it be a pharma, let it be a logistic company, let it be even majority of the other companies, IT or ITES itself is becoming a part of them. And there is always a need of servers and networks for the utility of it. One of the days when people have been saying that this particular domain is IT agnostic. There is no such domain left now, even including education, even including majority of the digitization processes currently on. So server is a inbuilt part of it with a SaaS, PaaS kind of technologies which are getting introduced. Servers are going to be a default word which we normally keep hearing from every domain and expertise which are required. Now, as obvious, once you have a gun, you need an operator. Correct? That exactly is the way how a server administrator would come in the play. There are going to be servers which needs to be administered. And once we say that the administration is going to be tricky because more and more servers are coming in, the complexity is increasing, and all this entire network of servers are going to get complex as the time goes. Of course, there is automation coming in this domain. There is artificial intelligence which is getting embedded in the entire skin of it. But however, both of these still cannot eliminate certain part of human interventions, and that is the area wherein I think there is a lot of scope yet left. If I understand the server administration correctly, the person would be needing majorly 4 kind of interest components which we look from a Holland's interest code. First and foremost, the person has to be investigative, because nowadays setting up a server became more a process driven and a conventional. But however, investigating that what kind of a server requirement would be there or what kind of problems which are going to come in this would be important for a server administrator to know beforehand. While setting up a server as well as while maintaining a server, that knowledge would do a lot of help to them. Second most important part after being an investigative and thorough with the understanding of that technology terminologies would be being conventionally correct. While setting up these networks, there are certain protocols and processes already been defined. These are defined after a lot of work which happened already in the last couple of decades. And these conventional formats which have been designed are to be followed to the T. So if I am a person who gets bored by a monotonous work or the processes given, it is not a domain for me. So there are certain rules.
मतलब अगर मैं बोर हो जाता हूँ एक टास्क करते हुए, मोनोटोनस टास्क कर रहा हूँ, ये मेरे लिए इतना एक्साइटिंग जॉब नहीं रहेगा. If I am someone, if I am a borderline introvert, और मुझे अकेले काम करना पसंद है, मुझे अकेले ज़्यादा काम करना पसंद है. Do you think that might have?
No. Conventional have a very specific definition. Conventional is a person who knows how to travel from A to B.
Oh.
He is not bothered with what is there before A. He is not bothered what is there after B. But he is an expert of a journey between A to B so much that whenever that has to be done, people call for him. Now he is an expert of that particular bit so much. He is a doctor of that particular one disorder probably. And then that is the way how we look at a conventional people. Whether can conventional person be introvert or extrovert is a completely different question. He can be both. However, when I say interest component wise, if he is conventionally fit and he is adhering to the protocols which have been given without getting bored, without getting bugged, or without too much worrying about changing it, tweaking it, transferring it, enhancing it, then I think that is a good characteristic to have. See, it's like this. Every process has a ceiling. Every process reaches to its top some point of time, wherein it is highly efficient. Unless and until you change the baseline principle behind it, the process can't be altered now.
Right.
And I think server installations or probably even some part of server maintenance have reached that ceiling already. And you need a person who can do it correctly. That's how it works. The third most important component in the Holland Code out of 6 would be someone who is realistic about the entire process. So when I mean realistic in a Holland Code, it means someone who is good with tools, someone who is hands-on with operating machines. Now, server itself is a machine, and the person has to be good with operating on machine. However, some knowledge of a hardware and utilization of the huge hardware rooms and server rooms would be handy for a person for sure. Now, it also includes starting from a cramping machine wherein there is going to be a wire which is to be cramped. It is going to a level wherein there is a tagging machine which is going to help tag the lines. Also, it is going to be a lot of work towards the uptime and maintenance of the server and handling the temperature of the server rooms, including that all. There's a lot of work which comes and goes around that. But however, a server administrator also has to be very hands-on with some of the tools which are available online for maintaining the efficiency of the server. And the last component which would probably come in with a requirement from Holland's perspective would be the person should be more or less enterprising. He should own this process. Enterprising doesn't really mean owning an entire company or a server room or the data centers, but however, I am responsible for this particular one piece of the technology, and everything and anything happens under the sun for this will be my responsibility. I own it and I deliver. This characteristic of a server administrator makes life easy for majority of the other people in the company.
Wow. So just to give it a recap, investigative is on top. Investigative is the number one quality that a person must possess. Then realistic, getting real with the tools. Then conventional with in the process orientation, and then enterprising, owning the entire process and making effective judgments. I think these four are the Holland Code codes that a student might require, a person or a working professional who is looking to change their work style or their work ethics right now, they could follow right now. Moving on to the skills and abilities section, what skills and abilities, कौन से skills और abilities ऐसे होंगे जो एक इंसान में होने चाहिए if the person is an aspirant of network administration and server administration as a career?
Sure, जैसे अभी तक हम बात कर रहे थे, कुछ स्किल्स जो इनबिल्ट होने चाहिए वो तो आपने आपके जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में बात की थी, तभी आपने बताई होंगे. बट हाउएवर देयर आर 3 मेजर स्किल्स आई वुड लाइक टू कंसंट्रेट ऑन. सबसे पहला जजमेंट एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग. ये एक सर्वर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर की बहुत जरूरी स्किल में से है. You should be able to judge the situation. You should make a quick decision on what to be done as a next activity, so that the uptime and the business continuity can be maintained.
That's
the
actually
second best skill as an individual, as a person, you should have is ability to monitor the systems and evaluate them every now and then. So monitoring doesn't really mean sitting in front of a computer anymore, because there are tools which will give you alerts and information about that whether your server is going to be in the problem or not. There are these monitoring tools which are going to help you get the signals prior. But however, being attentive to them, and then when a situation comes, evaluating the severity, acting on them or ignoring them, or keeping them on snooze, or arranging the alternatives are going to be the second best thing. So monitoring and evaluation of the trouble is something which is important. In addition to this, there should be a knowledge of how to come up with a disaster recovery. There would be a time, some point of time in the life of a server administrator wherein they will have a downtime, and at that time the troubleshooting, disaster recovery, as well as your ability to understand how it is impacting a frontline would come a lot helpful to them.
For example, when we are trying to book the vaccine slot, the site crashes.
There can be many such examples.
Right.
However, yes, majority of the times when we anticipate X amount of load and the load becomes too much because of XYZ reason in programming, then you should understand that the programming has a flaw, and then that flaw has to be eliminated. So it has to be in
So their job is to basically make things compatible, make things seamless, make things easy for the front-end user. So server is just an environment which they have to maintain, which they have to water, which they have to do everything so that the user or the programmer or any person who is going to use the server as an environment for their own work should find it seamlessly easy to work on. The workspace should be clear.
Yes,
that's the job of the server
correct.
Administrator and network administrator.
Correct. There are a few things which are to be kept in the mind. One of them is that the person who is handling servers has to be very sensitive in the problems.
Oh yes.
His sensitivity towards these problems has to be as high as that can be. It is like they are the only ones, those who can solve the problem when it comes. So their problem sensitivity is one of the ability which we should focus on. The second best ability which I should look for in the person is going to be a ability to have a deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning.
Achha, okay.
when I understand something and I try and zero down on situation that why this occurred, it's a deductive reasoning. It's an indication of finding out why it may have happened. There can be 2 or 3 probabilities, but it is your best guess which is going to work at that point. So your deductive and inductive reasoning is going to be extremely important in that case. Also, in correlation to the same ability, there would be a need of a near-time vision a person must have. We are not talking about a long-term vision here, not someone who is going to talk about a strategy or something like that, but a very near-time vision wherein you are trying to come out of one problem and then you are just entering into another should not happen. So this near-time vision of a person, understanding the pros and cons of whatever they are doing, would be important into a server administrator's role.
How would you like to summarize a personality trait or a character of a server administrator or a network administrator? In one line, how would you like to do that?
He is a backend hero for you. One line.
Sorry?
He is a backend hero for you.
Oh, he's a backend hero. That's amazing.
Someone who is handling the backstage, making sure that everything happens smooth on a stage.
Yeah. So one question which I wanted to almost ask you: what are the personality traits of this person who is a server administrator or a network administrator?
In a simple and a layman's language, I'm going to give you 3 pointers. If you have them, go ahead and pursue this career. If you don't have them, or if you have a doubt whether you can be successful in them or not, I would give it a pass to this opportunity. Then. First and foremost, the person has to be happy to work indoors and in a controlled environment. It is not the place wherein he is going to have a lot of outdoor exposures and he is continuously going to work with machines, not with people. Second point which you have to keep in mind if you are going to pursue this career is that you have to be good in supporting someone. It can be a frontline user, it can be the end user, it can be a customer, but you are in the supporting role, which means you have to make the backend hassle-free, and that's the only job description you should concentrate on. The third point, which should be important for anyone who is going to pursue this career, is you should have an ability to anticipate a problem, investigate a solution, and monitor the progress. But while doing this, you have to do it along with a team. You can't do it alone. And if you're not a team player, you know the answers.
All right, Amay sir. Thank you for again being a part of this show. And I think my audience would always love to hear from you. Kavita Varma, what do you feel should be the most appropriate way of entering into Linux server administrator or networking administrator kind of job roles? What is the most appropriate way to do that?
Appropriate
way to do that? आप क्या कौन सा स्किल्स रेकमेंड करोगे अगर कोई बच्चा बाहर निकला है और अपना करियर स्विच करना चाहता है?
Yes, any graduate or any engineering student, if you have the facility in Red Hat Academy. If your college will tie up with them, or if not, also you can connect with us. So we will guide you how to explore the Linux operating system career. First of all, I recommend you to start with your career in Red Hat Certified System Administrator, where you start with your crash, how to open the terminals, how to manage all the services network. It's a huge syllabus where you can handle a Linux operating system very easily or manually, or you will learn more things like networking, file folders, and network bridge, firewall. Most of the how to service the managers, how to manage the servers, how to manage the network. Everything you can learn in that. And after that, gradually, if you passionate about, then you can start with Red Hat Certified Engineer. And after that, you have a categories like cloud, OpenShift. If you want to do in your architect in data center, if you want to do your architect in security level, so there is multiple categories in that. So you can explore like that. Whatever you are.
So there's a step-by-step guide which is there if the students want to enhance their careers into Red Hat and start their life with it. You mentioned the first certificate that they should apply for is RHCSA.
Yes, Red Hat Certified
System Administrator. Nice. This is where that they should start. Now, one more question that people often ask me, students often ask to me, is that what are the average salaries for an initial person who has completed RHCSA? First level certificate होने के बाद लोगों की salary क्या होते हैं usually?
Yes. It depends on every candidate how they were perform in their interviews or whatever is in front of them.
Industry standard salaries क्या होते हैं which we have actually
it's 1.8 and above.
1.8.
Might be some students starting with 8.4 and 5 and 6, but it's totally depend on their candidate attitude and their knowledge and their.
So, if we want to ask you that which three companies pay the most for Red Hat? Which three companies would you recommend for the students to prepare?
Red Hat itself only hire the training engineers in every year 2 times. They were giving opportunity to currently certified students with the Red Hat certification. And after that, Red Hat clients, they have a huge catalog like IBM, and after that you can search about Hortonworks. There are multiple companies are in the market.
But if the students should start preparing for companies today, if they want to get the best paying job in the world, for example, for data, it's Google. Google is paying the maximum. So for Red Hat itself is paying the most for the candidates. Next, IBM is paying for them. And third, you said which company is paying?
Hortonworks, Bangalore.
Sorry?
Hortonworks.
Hortonworks is the company that people should prepare for. I'll make sure that I leave the link in the description box, how these companies and the careers and openings to them, and how to prepare for them. I'll also make sure that I leave Kavita ma'am's LinkedIn account in the description box. You can connect with her directly. She will start understanding that how can she prepare you for those careers as well. Thank you so much, Kavita ma'am. It was lovely having you over. How would you like to conclude the entire meeting in 2 sentences? About what message would you like to send out to aspirants who want to build their career into data servers and the parents of those servers?
So nowadays, everybody in a pandemic situation, but I call to every students who thinking about you don't have an opportunity, because I am working in this pandemic also. You have a huge career opportunities, and you can come up with your passionate, your consistency, and your interest of work towards the goal you have opening in there. So you can come up, you can open up your mind, and you can start exploring the knowledge, and you have a huge part in it.
और अगर आपको एक लाइन देनी होगी, अगर आपको एक लाइन में कुछ बोलना होगा पेरेंट्स को जिनके बच्चे अभी ग्रेजुएट होकर बाहर निकले हैं या दे आर लुकिंग फॉर करियर ऑप्शंस, वो अगर करियर ऑप्शंस के लिए देख रहे हैं, तो व्हाई रेड हैट लिनक्स वुड बी अ गुड करियर ऑप्शन? पेरेंट्स के लिए आप क्या बोलना चाहोगे?
पेरेंट्स के लिए मुझे यही बोलना है कि you can push your students to this career opportunity, and trust they have a huge career opportunity in their mind.
तो अगर पेरेंट्स उनके बच्चों को पुश करते हैं रेड हैट और सर्वर के लिए, उनको डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. देयर आर एम्पल करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज, बहुत सारे करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं मार्केट में. ये करियर कभी खत्म नहीं होने वाला है. इट्स द न्यू गोल्ड माइन दैट वी फाउंड. इसमें चलते रहेगा. वी हैव बस्टेड मिथ्स, वी हैव ब्रॉट टू द ग्राउंड रियलिटीज, वी हैव हर्ड सक्सेस स्टोरीज, वी हैव हर्ड फेलियर स्टोरीज कि किन बच्चों को फेल हो सकते हैं, कौन बच्चे सक्सीड करते हैं. कभी मैम खुद उनके कैसे हैं, उनका क्या उन्होंने अभी तक लाइफ में किया है, उसकी भी हमने एक स्टोरी सुनी, एंड वो आप लोगों को कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं ये भी हमने समझ लिया. Thank you so much, Kavita ma'am, for being at the Aryan Thinker show, and there is one thing that I always say.